The Western Queensland town of Winton has been buzzing this week, and not just with a billion blowflies. There was confirmation that an Australian film shot on location in the town last year will have its world premiere there in a few weeks. And there's likely to be one and possibly two other features filmed there, including the backstory to Australia's best-known song, Waltzing Matilda, and the bloke who wrote it. The ABC's rural and regional reporter Pete Lewis travelled to Winton for this story.
Banjo Patterson's song was first performed publicly in this pub on April 6, 1895, and they've been playing it here ever since. 118 years after Banjo Patterson wrote it, the story behind Waltzing Matilda is finally coming to the big screen.
It's a lovely story. Few Australians know actually what happened between Banjo and Sarah and Christina in those months and during the wettest rainy they had, 1895, the biggest wet they had up here in Winton and Yonks. And there was a little pressure cooker of a house at Dagwood Station, and a lot of little things went on, and few people know actually what happened, but at the end, out popped this song, Waltzing Matilda. And where it came from, where the words came from, where the melody came from, where the marching tune came from, all that is to be revealed in telling this little love story.
And just like the song, its world premiere will be right here in Winton too.
We have the theatre here, although our equipment's a little bit old for most of the new digital stuff. So if it's on digital stuff, they might have to bring their own equipment. But we can show 35mm and 16mm fairly well onto our screen.
And it almost didn't happen for Winton. Sydney-based film producer Bill Leimbach was looking elsewhere for a backdrop for Banjo's movie.
I was going to do it in Broken Hill. And then this journalist heard I was down there, journalist from the Courier-Mail, and she called me up and she interviewed me and said, "What the hell are you doing? This story belongs to Winton. You can't go anywhere else with this story." And I said, "Well, they've got facilities in it." And anyway, there it was, page 3, Courier-Mail, the first day of the state of origin. "Will the blues steal our banjo?" God, I got bombed. I got phone calls from everyone. I got the mayor of Townsville, the mayor of Winton, the mayor of Longreach. They all rang me and said, "What are you doing? You can't take this thing down to New South Wales." So I said, "Well, show me what you can do." So they invited me up. They treated me well, showed me all the facilities. And I had done Beneath Hill 60 in Townsville. And Townsville just poured everything out for us. I had, support from the Army, I had support from the council, I had support from the water facilities up there, and it was fantastic. So I know how important it is to make a film in a community that really wants it there.
He'd possibly underestimated Winton's determination to keep the Waltzing Matilda story in Western Queensland. And when he finally got a chance to get the lie of the land for himself, he was as impressed with the spectacular local scenery as are a growing number of filmmakers.
Myself and the production designer knew this, all this land has incredible history, and we even had a feeling about it. And I was pleased to know that a lot of the locations we were just drawn to had this incredible history and significance.
Back in 2005, the movie folks flooded into Winton for weeks of filming for the unflinching Western drama, The Proposition, starring Guy Pearce.
The man I have brought in is Mike Burns, of the Burns Gang.
Every small town wants to create a point of difference for itself, something to pitch to tourists, encourage them to stay a day or two, spend some money, and hopefully create some local jobs. Thanks to its remarkable capacity for developing national treasures, Winton is better placed than most. Butch Lenton is the mayor of Wintonshire.
We're very lucky in that way, and with the early history of Winton, with the Patterson and Waltzing Matilda, and with the building of the Waltzing Matilda Centre, it's made a good little business for Winton, that's for sure, and hopefully can bring tourists to the town in years to come.
No one is more acutely aware of the potential of leveraging business off the back of Banjo's pros than the new owner of the North Gregory Hotel.
We could be on the cusp of a golden era, a whole new golden era in tourism that films promote, and whilst the films are being made, the clever utilisation of assets, delivering prosperity to the town and employment.
Screen Queensland says the feature shot here last year, Mystery Road, will have its world premiere in Winton within weeks. Another movie is slated to begin shooting before the end of the year, and all things going according to plan, the cameras will roll on Banjo and Matilda this time next year.
But this new wave of creativity in the film industry is absolutely wonderful, and one can only see 20 years' time what could be happening out here. Maybe we'll have a Matilda Studios, who knows?
Perhaps, like the Royal Theatre, the sky's the limit.
It just brings a bit of life into the town, and it's good for any country town to get a little bit extra life into it. It's good.